We're about 5 minutes in, and I'm out of breath.
What's up, guys?
Good morning, guys. Today's vlog is going to be a full Patricia takeover. Today, I am checking the Acatenango hike in Antigua, Guatemala, and it's just me going because the elevation is nearly 4,000 meters, and I don't really need to remind you guys of what happened in the Langtang trek with Matthew and his altitude sickness.
That was only 1 month ago. I'm not ready to try again fully.
Yeah, and if you don't remember, we'll link the video because we made a whole video about it. So anyways, right now we're walking to the hostel. I'm going with Tropicana Hostel travel agency, and Matthew's walking me because he's just the best guy ever. And I have to get cash, and then we'll be heading out. I'm having breakfast with everyone, and it's a pretty well structured and organized situation. So I'll take you along with me the whole time, and you're not going to believe the views once I get to the top. I'm going to make it to the top, and I'm going to be successful, and I'm not going to have altitude sickness.
Yes.
Just putting that out there. So excited to bring you guys along. I'll be missing Matt a ton, but he'll be here in Antigua relaxing.
Chilling and not wishing my legs would fall off.
All right.
Bye, Patty. Patricia will be... Where is it? Yeah. Up there soon.
Alright guys, we just had breakfast and then I rented a jacket and gloves for 10 quetzals each plus 20 quetzal deposit. So here's the conversion and we're getting ready to head out.
Yo entiendo.
Ah, qué bueno, qué bueno.
Good morning. What did you feeling today?
The last part is the around is flat, a little flat, and this is the wait for tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Got my trekking pole and got a flashlight and we're about to start. So let's see how my legs do. And we're off. So far, so good. We're about 5 minutes in, and I'm out of breath. And we have to go up there. Hi, babies. This is by far the hardest hike of my life. I'm so out of breath, but thankfully everybody is, so I don't feel too bad. But we have to hike about 1,300 meters in only a few hours, so yeah, let's go. Vamos. Just got a band into the park. Hopefully the beginning of the hike counts as our 4 hours because we just entered the national park. I'm already dying.
Oh no, we go here today, do we?
No.
No, we go there.
I thought it couldn't be true that we just got to the entrance, but it is true. So I guess it's now just starting and I'm already dying. But this is going to be very worth it. We are currently at 2,987 meters and base camp is 3,750, I think. So we keep going. It's a never-ending incline. Just had a lovely lunch. We have about 500 meters left. It's getting pretty cold. I definitely think this is a pretty hard hike, but I'm proud of myself for making this far, so we're gonna keep going, and I'm excited to get to base camp. Brother, this trek is not easy. Have I mentioned it's hard? I had hope that the trail was flattening out. Yep, that is not true. This is crazy. It is not getting flat. How you feeling, Rosie?
Okay.
Almost there. Legs are feeling very heavy. Our first look at Volcan Fuego, which means we're almost there. It's nearly 4:30, so we ought to be almost there. All right, guys, we made it to base camp, and at many times in this trek I did not think I was going to make it, but I'm really proud that I'm here. We are at 3,750 meters. Oh, it's going off, look. Crazy eruption. It sounds like thunder up here. Yeah, we're doing good. We settled into our little beds. They're like bunk bed style, sleepover style, I guess. And it's about 5:30. Half of the group is going on the Fuego trek. It's an extra 4.5 hour trek, and you hike across the ridge that you see on Volcan Fuego. And that's just the most dangerous trek. Something I'm not inclined to do. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy the views here and share them with you. Hi guys, jump scare. So I am back in Antigua and I'm with Matthew and I'm a little bit cleaned up, but I didn't vlog much this morning just because it was quite chaotic and I thought I would just share a little bit about it with you. It was rough. First of all, last night I did not sleep at all because I just had a lot of anxiety. I was a little bit uncomfortable and maybe I was missing Matt or whatever. So I couldn't fall asleep until 3 a.m. At 4 a.m. they woke us up to do the sunrise trek where you summit Volcan Acentenango, and I figured I'm already up there, I might as well do it. So I got up at 4 a.m. I did it. I was super sluggish, tired, out of it, hence why I didn't record too much. But then things took a turn for the worse because as I was trekking up the volcano, a massive freak ice storm came out of nowhere and the wind gusts were absolutely absurd. I don't know what the wind speed was, but I know that I physically couldn't stand on the top of the mountain and I was on my stomach crawling up. And so I didn't make it to the summit. I ended up in the back of the group with one other girl and we decided that the situation was too rough and we wanted to turn back. So we got a guide and he said he would take us back down. And then unfortunately he left us and we trekked down about halfway down the mountain. And then we found out we were not with our group. We were with a completely different group. It was so hard to see. We couldn't even tell who we were with. I'm grateful I was at least with this other girl. Anyways, someone started yelling at us and they were like, Tropicana, Tropicana, you're going the wrong way. So then we had to summit the whole entire mountain again in these horrific conditions and make our way back down to base camp. Once we found a guide from Tropicana to take us back down to base camp, it was really stressful because he was screaming at us in Spanish, just saying that this was impossible, the conditions were really bad, that his body temperature was dropping and we needed to get out of there immediately or else we were all going to get hypothermia. And so I was really frustrated that we were in this situation and that they took us up to begin with, but then also I didn't care because I was just trying to get down to safety. So yeah, that's the best I can describe the situation. I don't like to be too negative on the vlogs, but I also like to be authentic to my experience. I was not happy with Tropicana or the guide's attentiveness or awareness of their people because we got lost on a mountain. Me and another stranger got lost on Volcan Acentenango while doing the Sunrise Summit trek. So I have one piece of footage of the conditions up at the summit. I'll insert it now. It's really unfortunate because I think it's one of the most beautiful parts of the hike, seeing the sunrise and Volcan Fuego erupting while the sun's rising, but nevertheless, I'm happy that I'm back here. After that, we had a really small breakfast, porridge, and then we trekked back down to where we began the trek yesterday. Also, I wasn't too happy in that situation either because the guides left us again. I was in a group of 6 people, so we found our way back down the mountain, but at one point in the hike, there were 2 paths, and we didn't know if we were meant to go left or right. Here's a clip.
This is mad.
At a bit of an impasse, our guides left us. And we're guessing.
How are you just leaving us?
So yeah, it wasn't the most organized experience, but nevertheless, I'm grateful to summit Acatenango. I definitely think it's one of the coolest things I've done in my life. Last night's views were just unreal. We had amazing weather last night and watched Volcan Fuego erupt all night long. So definitely recommend the experience. I'm grateful I didn't get altitude sickness. I'm really proud of my body for getting me up there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more of our adventures in Central America. And lastly, I'm just going to insert some footage that Matt got when he moved us from our old Airbnb to our new Airbnb in Antigua, and that's gonna be it. So I hope you enjoyed this Patricia takeover, and I'll see you guys next time.
I just carried all those bags by myself. This is our new Airbnb. Originally, we were only supposed to come to Antigua for a few days, and we ended up extending our Airbnb, mainly so Patricia could go on this hike. But the Airbnb we were staying in didn't have any availability for the one extra night that we needed. So we're staying in a different Airbnb. So I just had to move all of our stuff by myself. Would not recommend. It was only like a 10-minute walk, but it was a rough 10-minute walk. We're only at this Airbnb for one night, so we can't really enjoy this place to its fullest. We have to leave super early tomorrow morning, but it has like a terrace up here. It's such a nice Airbnb. Might actually link this one in the description if you're ever coming to Antigua. It's such a nice one. Here's the terrace, super cute. But the real kicker, look at that view of Antigua. That right there is a dormant volcano. And then hidden behind these clouds here, another dormant volcano, and then El Fuego, which is super active, is right there. But Patricia was just up there this morning.